I got a question for Indio. Have you ever seen the movie Interstellar before?
Yes.
Yeah. You know the whole whole scene towards the very end of the movie? You know what's interesting about that is they actually had a team of astrophysicists tell the animators
Yeah,
of how
Max
a black hole
Tegmark.
would look like.
Yeah, I know Max Tegmark.
And you know what's interesting is the light
Weird how
literally,
cool it is
due
that
to the
did it,
gravity
right?
well of the black hole, the light is literally bending around the black hole. So it seems
Yeah.
like light can bend around curves and stuff, is particularly around objects of heavier gravity. So wherever gravity there is, gravity, it tends to bend. So it seems to me like, well, if there's gravity on Earth, the Earth is seemingly round then.
Okay. So you obviously don't know how general relativity works. The light isn't bent around the black hole. Okay. That would be because you're in a different reference frame. To you, it would appear that the space-time is curved. But from the light's perspective, it wouldn't even be doing anything. So this is a fundamental thing. Most people don't understand general relativity and what it's actually
gravity
saying.
well.
Yeah, if you can call it whatever you want. I only care about what the actual theory says. Okay.
Okay, it's a gravity well. But
Yeah,
okay.
that's fucking pop science nonsense, dude.
Okay.
There's no gravity well.
If you say
Is
so.
space three-dimensional, or is it a sheet of paper?
Well, if it was two-dimensional, we could definitely travel from one end to it pretty quickly.
So when
That's
you're
for
thinking
sure.
of that little spandex where you had the big piece of spandex and they throw the balls in the spandex and they all spin around and the spandex is supposed to represent space-time. Well, it's a cool demonstration to convince people of bullshit, but that's not how the mathematics really are, because space is three-dimensional. So what actually happens is, radially from some object in a spherically symmetric way, the distances, okay, change. So the rulers change, the way in which you measure distances and your clocks change. That's why it's called relativity. It's all relative to the observer. So this so-called gravitational well isn't like a well that you would throw a rock in or something or bring water out of. It's a collapsing in towards the center, right?
That is
but
correct.
It isn't. But there's no force involved in this.
It seems to be. I mean, it seems.
No, there's no forces.
I mean,
I
have to ask.
There's no force in general
okay, if there was no
relativity. You're
force,
misunderstanding it.
I'm going to ask
You're misunderstanding it, dude.
If there was no force, why can't light escape? It's light's a very powerful thing. It can travel great distances in a short amount of time. But
because space-time, the curvature of space-time has created a route in space from which light can't escape. It can't escape because even though from the light's perspective it's going in a straight line, the space-time itself is curved into a circle. So from the light's perspective, it's going straight. From an external perspective, it's a circle.
Seems to me like there's a ton of gravity in the middle of a black hole, would you say?
What is gravity?
Are we floating?
Black holes have never even been proven to exist. In fact, they can't exist.
There was no gravity, everyone would be flying out to space. And
oh yeah, sure. People can fly.
There's no
proof of black holes, and what was the picture that they processed?
It wasn't a photograph.
That was Snoop Dogg's not going to join.
It was a render from data that they collected.
So since you know so much about it, can you tell me how they took an image that was 1,700 times beyond the diffraction limit?
Called simulation.
It's not a photo. It's an image created through a render. That's not
even their render.
Taking a picture, they're rendering it.
Yeah, I understand. Listen. That image was created by the New Horizons radio telescopes. It was taken at 297 gigahertz. Okay, I know about it, but the resolution, if you took that whole instrument, right, and said, yes, this is a telescope that's the size of Earth, and it's in one pixel represents 1 AUS, that's the angle. That angle is 1,700 times beyond the diffraction limit, even if that telescope was the size of the entire Earth. So tell me how they created an image that was beyond the diffraction limit.
Because the light traveled from there and they observed the light?
It's beyond the diffraction limit. Do you not know what that means?
I know well, to an extent, maybe not all of it, but it's pretty amazing that you can simulate stuff with data,
No, it's not a simulation, dude, of anything. It is art. It is art, and that's it. There is no simulation of anything at all.
I mean, how do we test things?
Listen, if I drew what we know, the Rayleigh criterion, right?
I mean, how
we know how to calculate the resolvable angle, the maximum theoretical resolvable angle, if we know the aperture size. In this case, 8,000 miles.
And
right? So it's 8,000 mile diameter aperture. So it's 1.66 times d times the wavelength of light, and that equals theta, and that's the angle, the minimum angle that's resolvable by that telescope. It's really fucking simple, okay? And the thing is, that angle is smaller than what can be resolved at that wavelength. This means, okay, in a practical way, right? So what would represent, think about it like this. If you had two car headlights, right, and they're separated, you see them. If that car is very far away, you don't see two separate headlights, you see it as one. And you can't say, hey, there's two headlights there, you only see one headlight. Because it's beyond the diffraction limit where you can actually distinguish one headlight from another. You can't resolve the features of the black hole because it's beyond the diffraction limit. You can't tell one intensity that's right next to it. It is art.
Then why can we simulate it with just numbers and data?
It's not a simulation. You're a dupe. Sorry, you're a dupe. Like you're a useless idiot.
Regardless of the refraction, isn't how are they observing the light?
I see diffraction. They're not observing
diffraction.
They're observing noise.
How is it
noise? Dude.
Why do you think it's noise and not light? Please explain me that.
It's first of all, it's 697 gigahertz, which is not visible light, right?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. So they took this 697 gigahertz and they created an intensity map, right? By creating pixels that have the intensity of that particular pixel.
Actually, right? So, light is between 400 to 790 terahertz.
I'm aware of that. So not 697 gigahertz, right?
Yes, that's a magnitude of difference.
Yes. Okay. So, but they took the image, quote unquote image, in 697 gigahertz. It was radio astronomy.
Yeah.
Okay. And then they created a visual image from an intensity map of what they captured at that.
It said they used a frequency of 230 gigahertz.
At that frequency, right? So what they captured at that frequency, they created an intensity map. So each pixel represents the intensity of that wavelength in at that location. Okay. And then they created an image. You've seen heat maps, right? Little intensity maps. I'm sure you've seen them lots of times. So the fucking brighter the pixel, the more intensity they picked up at that location. But the problem is that entire thing is created by post-processing. The raw data is noise. And we know it's noise because the telescope itself, it was actually multiple telescopes, right? And you can actually do this. You can take a bunch of cameras, right? And you can create and emulate like a larger aperture. Like if I took like 5 cameras that had 10-inch lenses and put them in an array, right? They would simulate partially a full camera that's like the sum of all the lenses, right? So instead of them being a 10-inch lens, it's like whatever, a 50-inch lens, right? Partially. And you could fill it in using mathematical methods. You can interpolate some of the data. But the thing is, they're way beyond that. They're way beyond what's able to be mathematically interpolated. And the data itself is noise because it's 1,700 times beyond the diffraction limit. There's no, you can't, listen, The diffraction limit, right?
Then how do we see light from other places if the light didn't travel? If the light is beyond refraction?
It's radio waves. It's radio waves. It's not light.
How is it how that means stars are radio waves? That doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry.
Stars emit radio waves, right?
No, they emit light waves.
They emit every fucking radiation spectrum there is.
Yeah.
Including radio waves.
Yes.
Okay, and they image the radio waves, like the Arecibo radio telescope. You ever hear of it? It's in Puerto Rico.
Uh-huh. I know.
They filmed a James Bond movie there.
I know.
You don't know shit.
Yes.
I know the Arecibo fucking telescope. It's a big fucking telescope built into the side of a mountain.
A radio telescope.
Okay, yes, a radio telescope. Sorry.
Okay.
It's built into the side of a fucking mountain. I know.
If stars don't emit radio waves.
What? Sorry, I didn't hear that.
If stars don't emit radio waves, what are they looking at?
Okay, I'm not saying they don't emit radio waves.
You just did say that.
Okay, sorry, that's not what I meant. But I'm saying, yes, they do emit that, yes.
Okay, so this black hole image was imaged in a certain frequency, and that is a radio frequency, and the visual image was created by the intensity of the radio frequency information. But at that wavelength, it's not resolvable. This is a simple Rayleigh criterion calculation. It's beyond the diffraction. Even if it was at the diffraction limit, like right at it, no device ever made by any human being is at the theoretical limit. It's usually double that. So if the diffraction limit says, hey, you can resolve something that's 1 arcsecond, like Hubble. Hubble says it can resolve 1 arcsecond.
Like I said,
actual resolving power. Its actual resolving power. Don't overtalk me. Its actual resolving power is 2.4 arcseconds. So you can't even get to the theoretical limit. This is beyond it. 1,700 times beyond it.
Okay, then how did the Event Horizon Telescope use 86 gigahertz for red, 230 for green, and 345 for the blue light? And they got an image of a black hole.
Okay, so what they did at 86 gigahertz, which is now visible light, they denoted that in their image creation as a blue pixel. But it's not a picture of a blue pixel.
It's a red pixel. The blue pixels are at 345. It's interpreted data. It's not. Yes, it's interpreted data. From the data they collected, they can interpret from that. The data they
collected is noise.
Yes, from the light, so they know it's light.
No, from the radio waves.
From the light.
Radio waves, dude.
Interpreted into what it would look like.
No, they picked up radio waves and turned that into light waves by printing something on a sheet of paper.
Okay, why do you think that? Because they did radio waves. That doesn't make any sense.
Because you just told me they converted 80 gigahertz into freaking red.
Yeah.
Red is 750 nanometers. So when you see red, the red color, you're seeing 750 nanometer light.
Okay, sorry, it's not the actual color. That's just the color they used.
Okay, but they still converted that into a color because you're evaluating it visually.
Yeah, but that
you're looking at an image.
Noise.
Are you looking at an image that's different colors?
It's because that's what they interpret. That's what they're using to interpret it.
Those colors correspond to a radio frequency.
Yes.
Okay. Do you understand now that they didn't look at light? They looked at radio waves and then arbitrarily said, this radio wave frequency is this color. And they created something for you to look at and drool over and fucking defend.
No.
Apparently without knowing anything about it.
They're interpreting the data and then using colors so you can actually see what the data is.
The data? How many chickens did they kill? Did they read fucking tea leaves? Like, how did they interpret it?
Okay, now you're just using a fucking straw man argument.
No, it's not a straw man. Just saying they interpreted it. What did they do?
Okay, I don't know what they physically actually did, but I know that they interpreted the data and used it to show people what it looks like so you can actually physically see it.
That's not a visual image of a black hole, though.
That's what it would. That's a render of what it would look like, but you can't. It's not actually directly like a picture of it. Like I just went up near it and took a picture of it. Is what it would theoretically look like.
It's what it would theoretically look like. What if you could see in radio waves?
No, they're interpreting the radio waves in
and they're
what
creating an image,
like a light wave. That just because okay, and just because it gives off random waves that you can't prove that it's just random noise.
Okay, dude,
and listen, and an argument for me is I technically can't prove that it's the radio from the light, but the data that they have, I'm gonna go with them.
Okay, so check this out, dude. This will make it more understandable for you. Let's say we have a radio station, right? And it's broadcasting. And it broadcasts Mary Had a Little Lamb. Now I can take that amplitude modulated signal and I can assign a fucking color to certain amplitudes and create an image. Is that an image of Mary Had a Little Lamb? So they speak into a microphone at the radio station.
Okay, they're interpreting they're interpreting a place in space,
which is sent out in radio waves. Don't overtalk me,
dude.
Dude,
okay,
they're not interpreting anything.
Yes, they are.
Making it up.
They seen what was it? The middle part.
Seeing anything, dude.
Yes, they are.
It's seeing the radio station.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is, dude.
No, it's not.
They are picking up radio waves and creating a visual image of it.
Yeah, and there's a random black spot in the middle that has nothing, and then they're showing what it would look like around. Okay, just so what? That's your answer. So what? Oh yeah, that great.
Well, you gotta tell me the significance of the black spot in the center. Like, what significance is that?
Well, I don't know. Maybe Einstein's calculations. We've proven
Einstein
that.
Didn't calculate black holes, brother. You don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, yes, but we used his mathematical calculations too.
No, it's actually Minkowski. It isn't even Schwarzschild who they attribute it to. You don't know anything about this, brother. You're just gullible. You just say they interpreted it, and I trust them because they made an image that makes me feel better. It looks just like it did in the movie.
That's not what I'm saying. That's what you're thinking, sir.
That's what it is.
No, it's not.
You're incapable of evaluating the truth of their claims.
They can see an image, but it would be nothing to us because we can't interpret radio waves, so they're going to use colors so that we can see what the image and the data that they're using.
What image, dude? Fuck.
In what way is radio waves analogous to seeing? No, I really want to know. In what way is it analogous? How are they related?
Yeah, I'm sorry that I can't explain it.
There's nothing to explain because you just want to believe there's a black hole.
I'm not just believing.
You are just believing. I told you in great excruciating detail how that image is impossible. Not unlikely, not wrong, impossible. Okay, but you don't understand optics.
No, it's not that it's not optics.
It's an impossible.
They're interpreting data from the radio waves, yes.
It doesn't matter. It's garbage in, garbage out. It's garbage in, garbage out.
No, it's not. It's like putting it onto a graph.
No, it's
and then making a picture at it's garbage and like shut the fuck dude, that's such a fucking infallible like literally you're just
you're spiraling, bro.
Answer to that.
I've already said why it's garbage in and garbage out because what they're claiming with the image they've taken, the resolution they say they've taken is is 1,700 times beyond the diffraction limit. You don't understand what that means, so I gotta be wrong. No, dude, you're just ignorant. This is very simple stuff in electromagnetic radiation. And just anything about receiving signals and transmitting signals. The aperture, I mean the opening, right? The diameter of the lens, in the case of optics, in radar, they call it the aperture size. That determines the smallest angle that that device can resolve. The separation between 2 points that are out there in there somewhere. Now let's say, for the sake of argument, there's 2 points, and I already gave you the freaking headlight analogy. You have 2 points of light. Well, if that angle's too small, they're going to look like 1 point of light, and there is no mathematical method to separate them. You can't do interpretation. You can't do any mathematical wizardry. There's no way to get the individual point data from each point from that 1 point. It's beyond the diffraction limit. They've claimed that they've done it
James Webb's
beyond the diffraction limit by a factor of
limited
1,700.
performance, meaning it produces the sharpest possible images within the limits proposed by the laws of physics for a mirror image size. This is achieved precise alignment of 18 helical mirrors. Okay, yes.
What are you talking about?
The telescope.
The New Horizon.
Fraction limited. Okay, no, I'm talking about the James Webb too, because we were also talking about that.
No. James Webb is infrared. And it didn't take a picture of the fucking, what is it, M1? It's an M1 black hole.
Okay, it didn't take one of M37, but it also has helped the event horizon take more detailed pictures, not necessarily detailed, but more information into it.
I don't know how much further I want to go. Maybe you should research this and come back.
I did post some stuff with regards to black holes and the artifact of the image.
Okay. 1 second.
Good, I'm not trying to pick on you, man. Like,
No. Okay, no. Just 1 second.
Yeah, you think you can Google faster? Like, somehow Google is going to have the magic answer for you?
Okay, well, I'm sorry that I can't pull up the specs of a spaceship in my brain. Or, I mean, a satellite, sorry. It's not like the specs of my PC that I know off the top of my head.
What satellite are you talking about?
Oh, you told me not to talk about the James Webb, so I'm talking about the new Event Horizon one now. And
it's an Earth-based radio telescope. It's several of them.
Okay, yes, but the new Event Horizon.
If you're looking for satellites, you're not going to find a New Horizon image satellite because they're Earth-based radio arrays.
Okay. By overcoming the diffraction limit of traditional telescopes is achieved through techniques like space-based very long interferometry. Yeah. Yes, thank you. Which effectively creates a much larger blah blah blah. Yep. It's just giving me that information. Okay, it's not giving me the fucking information that I exactly want. Of course it's not.
New Horizons did radio interferometry to emulate a gigantic lens the size of the Earth. But even if their lens was the size of the Earth, it was still 1,700 times beyond the diffraction limit because the black hole center is so far away. It's fucking tiny. That's what you're not getting. What they claim to have done is impossible. I'm not telling you they fit. Listen, I'm telling you straight up, it's impossible. Physically impossible. Do you want to back up?
This is what they say.
You want to back up?
By combining data from global network radio telescopes, yes. Like
you want something?
The distance between the telescopes providing a necessary resolution to image the black hole's event horizon. Okay.
You have to actually do the calculation, dude. You can't go to the people that said they did it and just go, oh, I trust what you say. You have to actually do the calculation. What is the angle that 1 pixel represents? How big is the telescope that they said they use? It's super simple calculation. All you need is the data Right? Oh, you create a fucking 10,000 by 10,000 pixel. Oh, you say the black hole's this far away. That means one pixel is this fucking angle. Okay, we put this angle into the fucking formula. This is the diameter of the fucking telescope.
Okay.
Is this fucking possible? No, it's not.
It says, okay, this is what. Okay, they said
I don't care what New Horizons say about
ring of glowing gas, yes, surrounding the black hole's event horizon. This ring is distorted by the black hole's gravity, in which scientists can see the distortion and infer the presence, and they can infer the presence of properties of the black hole from this distortion. That's all scientific thing. You infer things mostly.
Dude, who wrote that? Like Donald Trump or something? Dude, this is like Donald. This is like listening to Donald Trump talk about Donald Trump and taking him seriously.
I could say that about you, but
I know what I'm talking about, unlike you.
You just know diffraction limits. That's all you know, and you're just applying it to space.
Because according to NASA's a published paper.
Listen to this. How about you do this calculations? How about you go use the satellite and you do the calculations?
I don't listen. NASA says the diffraction limit is the most important equation in astronomy. It's not me, it's them. Okay? I can do the calculation. They release something. And I can count the number of pixels in the image. And I can look up how far away they say it is. And then I can do the calculation for how much an angle that pixel would subtend. And then I'm literally giving it to you step by step. Then you put it in the formula for the Rayleigh criterion. Angle equals 1.66 times D. D is the diameter of the aperture. So, okay, put in the fucking angle and then solve for D. You understand now? I just told you how to do it step by step. Are you going to do it now? Go to New Horizons, download their image, count the number of pixels, do the calculation on how far away, how much of that pixel, what angle that would be. Put that angle into the fucking Rayleigh criterion and solve for fucking D. That's it. And then you're going to find that fucking D is fucking 1,700 times larger than the fucking Earth. But hey, dude, you read their press release. Go with that.
You done?
You got something to contribute? Or are you going to nut on your way to oblivion?
No, you muted him, and
yeah, so what?
He doesn't even know he's unmuted yet. I don't even think he knows he can speak yet. I was just
yeah, who cares?
Asking if you were done. So yes or no.
Yeah, I don't care about concern trolling. I really don't.
Okay, he's not actually concerned trolling.
Yeah, because you're the admin and you get to decide that.
A little bit of meta.
Because he's going to start.
I mean, he did mute him.
That's not controlled.
This is concern trolling. Me calling and saying someone else is concern trolling. That's crazy, dude.
Well, because he's my friend and he's actually kind of concerned about me, so.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
You're a victim. You didn't do nothing.
It's that profile picture. I don't know, like that. It just looks so sad and defeated. Like, why did you pick that one?
It's because there's some mattress company during COVID. They weren't getting any sales, and they said Mattress Man is sad now. And I thought it was funny.
It is. I mean, it's kind of funny. It's just funny that, you've been just like defeated in this argument, and then you've got the little picture, you've got the fan club. So, yeah.
I mean, that sounds like
it's not even really my argument.
That sounds a bit like
just dance.
That sounds like a bit of ad hominem, if not a character assassination.
Yeah, what? Like what have you contributed to the conversation?
I'm not even involved in the conversation. I mean, I'm just
you just threw around it.
Oh,
yeah, were you the one that muted me last time when I dismantled your point?
It's hilarious. So these three freaking monkeys, man. You guys feel
Really?
like you all have to come together.
Really? Really? You're gonna call me a monkey now? Really? Really? You're gonna bring this to a race thing? Really?
Notice how they didn't say anything about being defeated, right?
Well, no, not even. You're okay. You're saying that we're locking arms, and yet you're doing the exact same thing now. So it's kind of ironic.
Hey.
Would I lock arms?
Kind of ironic.
In here, oh yeah, no, we're flatter. Oh yeah, we're destroying them. You're doing the exact same thing, which is kind of ironic,
Look,
dude.
I didn't say I destroyed you.
Actually,
I said that. I said it.
Yes, true. Yes, but you're not directly saying it, but the way you're talking.
Grandstand. Yeah, they're just like, post driving.
No, because listen, the reason I say you're interlocking arms is because all three of you started fucking yapping all at the same time.
I mean, so far it just acts.
Oh, this is so fucking meta.
I mean, the way you've been talking, it's a bit like cult-like behavior.
What do we care? Let's get on to the topic, man.
He's gonna talk about me some
I
more.
agree. Whoever said,
oh my god, you might hurt my feelings.
Whoever said get back to the topic.
You're hurting my feelings.
I do apologize. I shall take all the blame. I really just wanted to know the origin. Wanted to know the origin story of his sad mattress. Oh, now that I know, we can move on. Does anybody have a new question about the flat Earth?
Yeah, how are you like
are you getting
moderator
paid?
in the chat?
Are you being paid?
I don't think anybody said that they respect me. Nobody's told me that in years. So I don't know why you would assume that. No, I have a regular job. This is a volunteer position.
If you told them your regular job, they wouldn't believe you.
I know they probably wouldn't. Yeah. And I'm not showing
How
my
do you
papers.
do that? You're a flat earther.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares, by the way.
No one cares if you care or not.
Cares. What's your real question then?
We don't care what job you work at. It's like this theoretical job. We don't care.
I said, pay attention before you don't care. I said her job.
Anywho, so you
like the cops, they couldn't shoot straight, man. These you guys are horrible.
Yeah, I'm still looking for the argument.
What about what?
Yeah, obviously why the Earth is flat.
Because
it seems as though we're all talking about meta for like 20 minutes there, but
so
no argument has been actually thrown out there. You know, it's actually quite embarrassing.
I'm gonna tell you. You asked the question, right? So we're gonna tell you. It's flat because how flat it is. It measures flat. It's used as flat. It's navigated as flat. That's why it's flat.
I mean, there would be boats constantly falling off the edge of the Earth.
He's just not listening to you, Indio. Now he's on boats falling off the edge all of a sudden for some reason.
Like you going outside and seeing that it's flat and an argument.
Why is it navigated as flat?
When did I say C? When did I say C? When did I say C?
Yeah, when you measured.
No, yeah, that's right. Sight is not measuring.
Okay, so
if it was flat and you're talking about measure, if it was flat,
more meta. Oh, great, more meta. No substance. Awesome,
that's your buddy, dude. Great. That was your friend doing the meta.
Yeah, so, more meta, bro. Really simple. No, I'm talking to you, man. I'm
gonna go to the job site. I didn't say anything about the conversation at all. I said, when did I say C? I didn't. That was a straw man. That's about what we're talking about.
Your argument.
Is pointing out a straw man meta? It's pointing out a straw man meta.
It's flat because we measured that, and it's flat. So it's flat.
Yeah, we measured it to be flat.
Yeah, it's not an argument. It's
not. So we want to know the geometric figure of the Earth, and then we measure its geometric form, and it turns out it's flat, and that's not an argument for it being flat.
No, it's not, right? Because when the sphere is really big. Wait. Let me break this down.
No,
what an idea.
Okay, we do have Tay who hasn't been able to ask a question yet. So go ahead and ask your question, Tay.
Go Tay.
Yeah, so if it was flat, right? Like, wouldn't you see like an edge?
Yeah. We already covered that like 65,000 times. We don't believe in the flat Earth you believe in, buddy.
Sorry.
We don't make a claim to an edge. We don't think that we're a disc flying through space. So we don't. We just are. We are demonstrating how the curvature predicted by the globe story is not actually found in reality, and the rotation predicted by the heliocentric model is also not found. So no, it's a it's a pro-science. Somebody else is jumping in here. Hey, I was talking to Tay.
Yeah, your shouting down tactics won't work, Dub. I'll ban you. That's your only warning. That's your last fucking warning.
I'll let Dub continue from here.
Yeah, so it's pro-science because we acknowledge that empirical science uses the scientific method where you make a natural observation, develop a hypothesis, a testable hypothesis with an independent, dependent variable, perform rigorous trials, and your hypothesis and your results have to be testable, repeatable, and verifiable. The globe doesn't fit any of those criteria, and the curvature is just more of a mathematical question about the geometry of a sphere. So we're pro-science, we're pro-math here, in case you're wondering.
But the thing is, though, if you're disproving, if you're saying the Earth is flat, even though the Earth has been proven to be round, it's going against what science says, which would make
show us where it's been proven to be round.
Yeah, hold on. We're going to go one better. We're going to go one better, Doug. If it's proven, you'll be able to put it in a logical syllogism. So let's have it.
Okay, well, ever looked at a boat over the horizon?
No, that's not a logical syllogism. We want premise.
You ever watch a boat? You ever watch a container ship go over the sea and stuff? It literally doesn't fall off the edge of the...
Yeah, nobody thinks there's an edge. So why do you keep saying that?
I mean, have you ever seen a boat fall off the edge of the Earth before?
No, my God.
Sorry, so you're bricked, dude.
You need to make an affirmative statement, right? Your conclusion must be in the positive. When you're forming a logical syllogism, you're not going to be going, well, not this and not that and that. You need to be making a positive, affirmative conclusion from your true statements.
Okay, well, I've been in a plane at 33,000 feet, and I can tell you, from the view I've seen, it looks like the Earth is curved. It creates a very spherical... I see a very clear spherical shape of the Earth at 33,000 feet.
How did you know you're at 33,000 feet, though?
That is literally what an altimeter will say.
Nice knowing you.
What?
Oh, people that like get banned. You didn't figure that out? You're getting banned because you Googled and you see a curvature from an airplane and it told you 33,000 feet and you tried to say that's what you saw when you had no way to tell how high you were in the first place. You're a liar. Bye.
It's called an altimeter.
Yeah, you didn't have one.
Did you?
It's called an altimeter. You don't know what an altimeter is.
Where'd you get one? Where'd you get one?
They're literally on board of a plane.
In the cockpit? Is that where you were?
Where else could it be? Where else could it be?
So you were in the cockpit? So you're in the cockpit flying at 30,000 feet. You're going to keep digging? Keep digging, bro.
I'm saying that you're literally...
Keep digging, man. Keep digging.
You ever been in a plane before?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then you should know that planes have altimeters.
Yeah, I do know that. And I know they're not access to the passengers in the airplane.
I'm just pointing out that literally you can find thousands of videos of people flying.
Weren't you talking about Neil deGrasse Tyson earlier and how great he is? You want to know what Neil deGrasse Tyson said?
Don't change the topic, bro.
No, this is on topic. I'm talking about what he's saying. So, from 120, Neil deGrasse Tyson said, you can't see the curve of the Earth even from 128,000 feet. And he said that stuff is flat, and that's a direct quote. Okay? So,
really?
Was he wrong?
Can you show me where that quote is? Can you link me
to the quote? Oh, yes.
Post it in the side chat. I'm curious if he actually said that.
This is going to be fun.
I see why you just can't ban him purely because he's speaking facts.
Hold on. We're trying to point out to him that he's lying. Even his priest, who he cited earlier, tells the world, because he's a scientific communicator, that from the height of 128,000 feet, the height of the Felix Baumgartner space jump, where we jump from outer space, that stuff is flat. You shouldn't be able to perceive the curvature of the Earth from below the International Space Station. Mathematically, you have to be beyond the International Space Station to perceive that type of curvature.
That's wild.
I know, it's amazing what your scientific priests tell you, and then you throw under the bus when you want to make arguments to flat earthers.
I mean, right now, looking at if you look at the live stream of the space station, you can clearly see the Earth is very curved.
Okay, so Neil deGrasse Tyson's going to be speaking to you in a minute, Sunshine. It's okay.
Oh, I want to bring this up. This is awesome. When you guys say on the live stream of the International Space Station, that's not a live stream of the International Space Station.
I'll post it right now in the chat.
It says live on it, Indio.
I know it says live. It's a live on YouTube. It's a live on YouTube, 100% live on YouTube. It's not live from the International Space Station because if you go to NASA HDEB, which is the actual camera, it's not showing the same image. So you got a problem.
Is it showing an image though?
Depends.
The YouTube video could be delayed.
Depends because they say they have 45 minutes of darkness where they don't film, right? So it could be showing the image. It might not be. But that live stream, it never goes black. Really weird.
Well, sun behind Earth equals no light, so...
The point, though, is you can't tell the fucking difference. Why is that?
Never looked.
I mean, you think something which is not live is live. You can't tell the difference. And you're sitting there trying to say, this is proof, and you can't discern the difference.
I mean, it's flying over China right now.
No, it's not.
How do you know that?
It's literally on the live stream right now. It's literally on the live stream.
How do you know it is? Why are you even trying to reverse the burden of proof? How do you know it is?
It's literally just posting its location right now.
How do you know that? How do you know that's where it actually is? Maybe it's parked in the Pacific Ocean.
If you look at, if you click on the link.
I know there's a screen that you're looking at that shows you things.
Well, hang on. I can prove it. We watched it go over us one night, and we could see the red flashing light, and it was in line with where it said on
light. That's a new one, dude. Just said the red flashing light.
But you can see it in the sky. You can actually see it, bro.
The red flashing light.
You can see it.
The red flashing light's on aircraft, so they don't
moves at the same speed.
Dude? Why are you ever talking to me? The red flashing light on aircraft, or so they don't hit other aircraft. The ISS
it's not an aircraft. It moves faster.
Okay, you're muted because you're just interrupting now. So, I guess I'm gonna get it out. Like you guys are gonna try to overtalk when you say something stupid and you get caught. I'm gonna get it out. You're gonna get muted. So you might as well just mute yourself and get cooked like a man. Said your little girls and have to frickin' interrupt. ISS doesn't have a red flashing light. It has no need for one. It's in no danger of fucking collision from aircraft. If it did have a red flashing light, it would be like, look, it has a red flashing light. It's in danger from aircraft. Dude, is that you laughing, Jedi? Dude, this is crazy, huh?
It's fucking ridiculous, dude. Fuck.
How can they be so confident about stuff they know so little about?
Because it's got a red flashing light on it, or the little red flashing light says live.
Literally just imagining shit.
Maybe they were having a party in the cupola. A rave party.
Oh, damn.
So they're just arguing their hallucinations at this point. That's how fucked in the head they are.
I know. It's fucking... But the problem with these guys, specifically these guys, is they have zero self-awareness. They don't even realize what's happening to them.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we're going to be a geometry echo chamber that, measuring things in geometry proves the shape of the thing in geometry. Yeah, we'll definitely be an echo chamber about that.
Y'all get any of those globe Earth measurements?
I need them, mate. Pictures from space.
Trying to figure out how measurement is seeing and seeing is measurement. I'm still trying to figure that one out.
That's still trying to figure out why measurement's relevant when we're talking about shapes and shit.
Dude, like, just reading these guys, like, you guys are funny because it's just you're all gossip and meta, like literal high school shit. I mean, maybe you're all in high school, but it's like maybe if we social shame them, they'll treat us like we want to be treated and let us walk all over them. No, dude, it ain't gonna happen. I would have to give a shit what you think to modify my behavior based upon your words, and I don't. Yeah, okay. Is he muted? Dude, you're not muted. Why
Which one do you want to talk to?
Okay,
Well, he's not muted
I've
anymore.
been muted for like a half an hour, and I've been sitting.
Dude, you were unmuted like 30 minutes, like 20 minutes ago at least.
No, I wasn't. I literally just checked.
Yeah, your
for like
buddy
5
said.
seconds.
Your buddy said you were
I got muted
unmuted.
again.
Well, I didn't do it.
Okay, well, I got muted again, and I've been muted for a while. So that's why I've been typing in chat. Sorry.
Yeah, I just unmuted him again a couple of minutes ago. I don't know who muted him, but you're free now, Calbo.
Okay.
So we're saying the same old dirt flat earth arguments that you guys still can't handle. Like, what's the issue?
You know, what's funny is they were saying this stuff over 100 years ago, and it got debunked. And people realized how silly this stuff.
Says the guy that literally
and the number of flat earthers dropped significantly once people realized, yeah, this is just bunk science. It's like
Dub, have you noticed? Because we have, at least I have, that all your arguments are sociological. You realize that? The Earth's a goal because these things happen between these people. And the Earth's a goal because these people over here did this, that, and the other thing.
I mean, I just
Why don't you
posted
actually present some evidence?
I just posted a link of SpaceX launching the Dragon, as it were, and that makes me think the Earth looks pretty round to me. It looks like a spheroid to me.
Well, that's a problem.
Yeah, it shows that the Earth is not flat. That is a problem.
No, it's a problem for you because it shows it round when it shouldn't. Because you guys can't do math for some reason.
Okay, but if it shouldn't, but then why is it?
Like, do you even know how big the Earth is, guys?
You tell me if the geometry that they're saying exists and it's showing they're curved in their image, and when it shouldn't, according to the geometry, why does it? The Chinese space station shows the Chinese space station, right? There's a Chinese space station too. It's at the same elevation. It shows a flat Earth. Why do they show a flat Earth? Maybe because Chinese people can do fucking math, and Americans can't. So you can show them any fucking stupid thing on a flashing screen, and they believe it.
Maybe because it's an oblate spheroid, they're on a point that's not as curved as
Okay,
others.
what percentage of the Earth? Let's just do the math. What percentage of the Earth would you see from the ISS? The percentage of the surface area, based upon the images you saw, guesstimate how much of the surface of the Earth they're looking at.
I don't know. It depends on what image you're looking at.
And the
they're always the same. They're always the same elevation.
And
it only fluctuates like within a few kilometers. Like, so it isn't going to change that much.
Also, I'm gonna link another video.
Take a look at one of their images and guesstimate, right?
I'm not great at.
Also, I just posted a link. Tell me what you think of this.
I'm sure you're not, dude.
Video, Indio, can you check out this link?
So,
I just posted a link, but it seems to be that this flat earther, they just accidentally.
No, you didn't, dude. You're an idiot. You're just like you're digging. Like you're going further and further down of stupidity.
No, this is a flat earther. He was genuinely thought the world was flat, so he did an experiment.
And
he turns out he proved.
Tell us what he did.
He thought that if he shines a light at one end and then takes a picture at the other end, that he would still be able to see the light.
That's not what the experiment was.
And unfortunately, the flat earther
That's not what the experiment was, and you're going to keep going? Really? That you don't know what he did, and you're going to keep going?
Didn't some guys a couple years ago do exactly that, where they tried testing that?
Okay. You want me to tell you what he did?
I'm not talking about that guy, but yes.
Okay. They took 2 boards and they cut a 6-inch diameter hole in them, and they spaced them, fucking like 1.6 kilometers apart. And they had a laser, but they melted it because they left it on too long. So because there was 100 people there, they decided they're going to use a flashlight and try to shine them through the holes in the boards over a distance of like fucking 2 kilometers or something. And they couldn't see the light. I wonder why. Why couldn't they see the light?
Could it be that the Earth is curved?
Could it be that the holes weren't aligned? No way, right? So how can we tell if the holes were aligned? Oh, dude, you know what you could do? You could lift the light up over the boards and see if you could see them. Because, you know what? This is actually a flat Earth proof, dude. Do you know why? If the Earth was curved, he would have been 18 feet under the curve of the Earth, under the horizon. So to see the light from lifting it over the boards,
here's the thing, though.
Lifting the light to see it over the boards, you'd have to be 18 feet fucking tall.
Well, here's the thing, though. If the Earth is flat,
what I said, you're muted, dude. Listen, this is your only chance. Address what I said. You're not gonna fucking monologue. This is your evidence. You're not gonna run away from it.
Okay, I have a point to add for evidence.
Well,
Dub, address your evidence.
Okay. There was
I'm just pointing out.
Sorry.
I just want to point out for just a second, and then I'll mute myself. But like, if the Earth was flat, why are you mentioning terms like curve? Because there wouldn't be such.
Dude.
I mean, if
so he mentions curve, therefore it's a globe.
I mean, if the Earth was flat, you would only be concerned about length and distance.
Every second that goes by.
Well, if you grant that there's a curve,
Listen. No, stop. I'm talking. Okay? So, Steelman, what I just said, I want to make sure you were listening.
So basically, if the Earth was flat, you would only have two-dimensional vectors.
That's not what I said. I didn't say vectors. I didn't say anything like that, dude. I'm talking about your evidence that you posted.
Yes, I posted evidence.
What did I say about that? Steelman, what I said.
Why would I want to steelman a flat Earth argument? It's kind of like defeats my own argument.
To see if you were even know what the argument even was.
There was no point to your argument.
Yeah, okay. Super cope, dude. You weren't listening.
You brought the video. No, you brought the video, and then he disputed it in detail. So that's what he's asking you to repeat the critique of the video that you brought as evidence.
I would guess he didn't even watch the video.
I doubt it, yeah.
Okay, so your buddy here, maybe your buddy can salvage your reputation. I doubt it. And you took a big fucking L on that one, man. That was bad.
Yeah, just pathetically stupid.
You know how embarrassed I'd be if someone made like a complex refutation of some evidence I presented, and then they said, "Steelman, my argument," and I was like, "You didn't make an argument."
Why would I steelman it?
Why would I steelman a globe earther argument?
Yeah, I'll just lie about what you said. Why would I be honest about what the flat earther said? What a dunce.
Well, dude, who was the other guy? Did he leave?
Which one?
Kelbo, you wanted to talk when he was talking, so you gave him first dibs, and he embarrassed himself. So maybe you can do better. Fuck, dude, don't give that dude first dibs no more. Just go first. Though he is an easy act to follow, so you like.
I guess Kelbo doesn't have anything to add.
Okay, what about the other dude that wanted to interrupt? Retro Mind. He wanted to interrupt. Now's your time to shine.
They only want to talk when other people are talking, apparently.
Yeah, one of those guys who only speaks to interrupt.
No, I'm sorry, I passed out.
Oh, that's understandable.
Did someone say my name? No, sorry, I just got back.
Yeah, we want to know, like, what's your issue with geometry?
Yeah, what's the proposition?
I asked you a question. Why are you asking me a question? I said, what's your issue with geometry?
Is that in a propositional format? Can you put that in a propositional format for me?
A question? No, you cannot. It's not possible.
No, I don't think he knows the context.
I don't know the answer. That's why I'm asking.
Context of the question.
Well,
yeah, I know what we're talking about.
Know the context. Okay, the context is our previous conversation.
Yeah, you put it in propositional format.
No, I'm not gonna.
No.
You tell me what I said to you.
You don't have a claim to make.
Tell me what
You're
I
not
said
making
to you
any
in the
claims?
previous conversation.
Don't have a proposition, then I don't have a rebuttal to any of your justifications or arguments, right?
Okay,
So
my proposition: if A equals B and B equals C, A also equals C. Here's my proposition.
And how does that relate to the topic about what you mentioned, be physics or something? You're asking me about mathematics.
I'm glad you asked. No, this is geometry.
How does that relate to
this? This is geometry. This is geometry, yes. So in geometry, we can compare two things, and we know that if those are equal, and one of those things are equal to a third thing, they're all three of them are equal to each other. Okay? Okay? And this is how we can measure things and figure out if they're all equal. So we can measure the Earth to be flat because we can tell its profile is equal to a third thing.
Yeah, I don't take that as a formal argument. Yeah, that's a very informal argument. Like those things, you're making a very, very strong leap there. Like how does A squared plus B squared equals C squared equate to the Earth being flat?
I didn't say that. I said if A
sorry, what did you say? Can you repeat? Sorry.
If A equals B and B equals C, A also equals C.
Yeah, and those are letters.
They're variables. They're
variables, not letters.
No, they're variables.
Could they be both? Could they be both?
In this context, they're variables. You're trying to do a word concept fallacy. That shit ain't gonna work, bro.
Wait, what does that mean? What's a word concept fallacy? I don't know. I've never heard of that before. Oh, Google it? Oh, okay.
You're trying to use the word letter outside of the context it's being used in. Okay, I'm using letters as variables, which is standard notation in modern mathematics and geometry. And you're trying to take them in the context of how we use them in a language as a letter in a word. It's out of the context I'm using it.
And how does that relate to the Earth being flat? Oh, I didn't realize you were done talking. Sorry. How does that relate to the Earth being flat? Are you going to mute me, or I'm going to be muted now?
No, I'm trying to figure out like how much ADHD you have and whether it's
Oh, I thought that was like what the argument is. So, like you're
no. Why don't you repeat to me what I just said?
Flat, right?
Repeat to me what? No, repeat it. You diverted off the topic, and now you're asking me how that relates to the Earth is flat. Are you serious?
Yep. Yes.
Okay.
Like, say it.
I didn't bring it down this road. You did. I didn't say any of this shit had anything to do with flat Earth. This side topic, right? If A equals B, B equals C, A also equals C, right? You asked me about whether those things are variables or letters, or whether they can be both.
It's a simple question.
I didn't say that had to do with anything to do with the Earth being flat. Nothing. So why would you ask if they somehow are related to the Earth being flat when you brought it here? Oh, I know why. Because you're a dishonest scumbag.
Okay, well, can I say something? At least what I'm interpreting from it.
Yeah, you better say go ahead.
No.
Wait. Can we discuss the variables again? Can we discuss?
I'm sitting on the fence on this part. I'm just saying when you asked him, and he asked you what a propositional was, and that's what you gave him as a propositional. He was okay. Yes. Now he was trying to ask you Like
you need to describe the variables again. You need to be fully straightforward with them.
He's trying to understand what your propositional.
You're not explaining the variables correctly. Basically, what he's saying.
He was disputing.
No, Indio. You gotta re-explain the variables, bro.
Don't tell me what he did. I was here. Okay.
No, you need to explain. You're not
telling me what I need to do.
You're not gonna make your point valid if you're not gonna explain the variables.
Okay, listen.
That's what we're trying to get at. Is we don't understand what you're trying to say.
Listen, dumb fuck. Interrupt me again, you'll be banned. I'm pissed now. Okay, telling you, interrupt me again, you will be banned. That's your only fucking warning. He didn't ask me about what the variables represented. He asked me if the variables were letters. In the context of letters within a word. But within the context of whether letters are in a word, A does not equal B. They're separate letters. B does not equal C. But as variables, where the letter represents some other thing, A can equal B, B can equal C, and A can equal, or B can equal C, and A can also equal C. Okay? That's why I said it was a word context fallacy. Either you are fucking trolling, or you're intentionally trying to gaslight, or you're retarded. Which one is it? You're not clever. You're not going to trick me. You guys ain't fucking equipped to trick me.
I'll put my money that he's retarded.
I genuinely think he was just trying to ask a question. I'm sorry, I won't put it in.
What was the question that he was trying to ask?
What the variables mean.
No, he didn't ask that.
Again, no, he literally said explain the variables.
No, he did not. We record this. Good try, though. You know that thing up there? That's a YouTube bot.
Okay, let's go back. Let's show the clip. Let's show the clip, bro.
Back. It's support what you said.
No, you go back.
Dude, no, you're going to go back and support what you said. You said he asked about what the variables
he asked about
mean.
it. So let's show the clip, bro.
Demonstrate that he asked about it.
Let's roll the YouTube live stream back.
Okay, you do it. I'm going to continue. So, since you care so much, he didn't ask about the variables. He asked whether those variables were letters. That's what he said. Everybody heard it. You know it. You're just trying to recover. And continue down the same bullshit and deflect. Okay? So, we're gonna continue this with RetroMind. So, there's a purpose to this. So, I want him to accept, which he rejected, that the form of this argument is correct, which means he's disputing the law of identity. And if he wants to dispute that, this conversation's over, because nothing we can say even makes sense, because things have no identity, including the words we're using. So, would you is the form of the argument sound? RetroMind, you're unmuted. I know you guys are all in the back chat, scheming.
No, I'm just trying to understand this, dude. This is all.
Okay, I was, listen, he said, what is your proposition? Can I have it in propositional form? So I gave him the form of the argument, right? We started there. So here's the form of the argument. This isn't one, I'm just using it as an example. X is a necessary condition of Y. Okay, so that's a form of an argument. The form of my argument is the law of identity argument. We're trying to identify whether the Earth is flat or curved. And we're doing this from comparison between something we know is curved, we know is flat. So we can compare the surface of the Earth to that thing, right? So we have the thing, and it's equal to flat. A straight thing, that's equal to flat. It's the equivalent of flat. Now, if one of those things, we don't know what the flat thing is, so we're going to take the straight thing and compare it to the Earth. And if those things are equal, then through the law of identity, the Earth is flat. You understand? That's the form of the argument. See,
I understand
you grows can't even make this argument. You can't even construct a logical proposition to support a globe at all. It can't even be constructed. Do you know why? Do you know why it can't be constructed? Because you have no starting axiom from which to even base it on. You have no sense data. You have no sensorium. You have no qualia. You can't go out into the fucking world and just axiomatically even have a starting position. You have to start with an assumption, and when you do that, you have inference, and when you have inference, you have affirming consequent, and then your whole argument's formed from a logical fallacy, and that's a fucking wrap. It can't even be proved.
Yes, but why didn't you just explain it like that to begin with?
Because he wanted to go into whether I was using the word A as a letter.
Okay, yeah, but okay.
Obviously, I was not.
But you could have just explained. Okay, yes, I understand that, and you were mad, and you wanted to explain it that way, but you could have just explained it that way. Is all I'm saying. Please don't get mad.
Yeah, it's
just
a yes or no question. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But no, wait,
you know that's very common in teaching logic, or even like when I was a kid. I think I learned this in 3rd grade. If A equals B and B equals C, A also equals C. I learned that like when I was in 3rd grade.
Okay, yeah, no.
How did you not learn that?
Okay, no, it's not that I didn't learn that. It's just that you just threw it out there, so I'm just sitting here like, okay, you just gave me a set of variables, and I didn't know what to do with the variables you gave me, because you gave me no context for them.
No, I gave you a relationship.
Okay.
A relationship between variables. What the variable is irrelevant. Because that relationship will hold true. That relationship will hold true no matter what the variables are.
Now you're dating the letters?
Oh, okay, and just stop.
You're
stop,
just
Retro,
gone. I'm
stop.
banning you.
Okay,
Goodbye.
stop.
Your buddy's gone, dude.
Okay, but at least for me, like, okay, at least when I was trying to understand, I didn't get that without the context. At least that was my I didn't get that. And okay, now I understand it that you explained it, and it makes sense to me now. But just giving me the random variables, I couldn't infer what you were trying to say.
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to him, and he just randomly blurted out, "Can you put that in propositional form?" He didn't say specifically what I was supposed to put in propositional form, but I knew what he was trying to do because I've been doing this for a long time and dealing with shifty scumbags for a while.
He's just we're autistic. That's
no, he's not.
Yes, he is, dude. We are both, and I am too.
So,
okay. Listen. I'll take that at face value and just default to believing that he is autistic and that he actually didn't mean all that shit and that he really is a shifty bastard or an immoral scumbag and he just can't help himself, which I fucking highly doubt. But, he seems young and foolish and has a big ego, and we've all been there. So I'm going to give him a mug again, but he's still banned because he's just a nuisance at this point.
But, like, he does have impulse control, so sometimes he does get a little out of control like that. But like
well, I mean, he effectively said geometry don't prove geometry, and like, what am I supposed to do with that?
Okay, but yeah, no. And from what I was interpreting from what he said, he forgot what that meant, and he was trying to ask what that said, and then it led into that argument. And then,
you don't have to defend him. Just move on, dude. I'm already over it. Dude, we move on quick here. We don't.
No. I'm just trying to say it to I'm not really defending him at this point. I'm just trying to
I understand where you're coming from. Believe me.
If we're moving on, can I bring up a point that I just have a genuine question about? I don't even get it. I know this is common. People ask, but if the Earth is flat, is there an end to it? What's up with that?
What is this, Edge Day or something? I've heard this question how many times? What are we up to?
Genuine question.
I know, but it's abnormal that it's being asked so much today.
At least a dozen times.
My bad. I just caught here, guys.
Yeah, I'm not blaming you. I'm just making an observation.
Don't raise your voice. Just asking a question, okay?
Okay. If you're gonna troll, you're gonna get kicked out.
I'm not. I'm genuinely not trolling.
Then why are you telling me not to raise my voice? I wasn't raising my voice, but I will.
You're raising your voice a little bit.
No, I will raise my voice. I'm not yet. You're gonna find out. I'm gonna. If you want to keep down this road, dude.
I just want to hear about the edge of the Earth.
Who thinks there's an edge? Who thinks there's an edge? I didn't just say there's an edge. No flat earther thinks there's an edge. Globers think there's an edge. Do you know why they think there's an edge? Because they think there's a place called outer space, and the Earth is inside of it. And if the Earth is inside of a place called outer space vacuum, then it has to have an edge. But we don't think that. We think outer space is a second law of thermodynamics violation, is a bunch of fucking horse shit made up by Democritus in 325 BC because he had no evidence for it.
So what is space then?
Metaphysical fantasy.
It's a physical fantasy?
Metaphysical fantasy.
Oh, right.
It predates the idea of outer space predates the evidence by like fucking 1,000 years.
But then when I
You're just really good guessers, I guess.
When I look up, what am I looking at there?
Not a vacuum.
What?
Not a vacuum.
So what am I looking at?
Not a vacuum. What are you looking at? Black. There's nothing to see. There's little dots. There's little dots that fill the black. There's little dots that fill the black.
What are those little dots then? Like
nobody knows that.
What? But
You
what
think
about like
people
all
know?
these like astrologists and everything that we have? Is it just like they're all?
You think they know what a star is?
Yeah.
How would they know that?
Astrologers.
It's astronomer, but whatever.
Same thing. Whatever.
But listen, how would they know what a star is if they think a star is trillions of miles away? How would they know?
Through telescopes.
So you can see the composition of an object by looking at it.
Yeah.
So I looked at the moon. I think it's made of green cheese.
Well, see, that's an assumption.
Oh, really? Just looking at it doesn't tell you what it's composed of.
But what they do is they go up there, type shit, and then
they go to the stars. Oh shit!
They go to the moon.
Where's that starship, bro?
I said they go to the moon. Wasn't talking about the star.
No, they don't go to the moon either. They don't go to the stars. They don't go to the moon. They don't know the composition of the moon or the stars or the distance or how old it is or any of that shit. It's a bunch of fairy tales made up. Okay, just like they made up fairy tales about the sun, moon, and stars, bro. Just like they made up fairy tales about the sun, moon, and stars 1,000 years ago, 2,000 years ago, 15,000 years ago, 200,000 years ago. They have the same information now that they had then. Nothing. They look up, they see something, and they make up a story about it. They don't have physical access to it to confirm any theory or hypothesis about it because they can't get there, right?
Is it just that you don't believe that we got there? Because
why should I believe? Why should I?
Because I've seen videos.
Why should I believe it?
I'm explaining it. You don't got to raise your voice, dog. Because I've seen videos, pictures, like
no, I didn't say why should you believe it. I said why should I believe it?
Because you can look at videos, research, studies, photos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I've evaluated those photos and realized that I can't evaluate those photos.
Oh, good.
Because how could you? You can't either.
Oh, wait, you can't?
Okay. Some guy says, I took this picture from space. It's an image of the Earth. How can you test that?
Fucking, if it's the image of the Earth from space.
How do you know what the Earth image? How do you know what the Earth looks like from space?
Because the guy took a picture of it.
Shut up.
Yes. There you go.
Circular.
So you're going to compare it to another image where you can't verify, right?
Wait, say that again?
So you're going to compare it to some other image you also can't verify?
What other image?
You said, well, Booger Smoker said it technically, but
Booger Smoker?
He said we're going to compare it to another image of the Earth.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, but you also can't verify that image.
What?
How do you verify that image?
So what can you verify?
How do you verify that image?
What can you verify?
Because you know you're cooked, dude.
Hey, can we stop talking over one another? I'm trying to have a conversation.
I'm going to mute you, dude. You know you're cooked and you try to filibuster. You guys do this shit all the time. We ain't playing that shit today. I'm on some fucking mute shit. So I'm telling you. You said, I'm going to verify this image by looking at another image. Well, how did you verify that image? Go.
Okay, well, on that like philosophy of verifying images, like if I showed you an image of like anything in the world, if you say like, how can you verify that?
That's an all or nothing fallacy. That's an all or nothing fallacy.
The fuck does that mean?
That you have to believe all the images or none of the images.
Okay, so that's like what you're telling me right now. If somebody
No, that's not what I'm telling you. That's what you're telling me.
If somebody in space took a picture of the Earth and then we're like, how do we know this is the Earth? That's the same thing of me going to the top of Mount Everest, taking a picture, and saying, how do we know?
No, it's not the same thing.
Because
it's not the same thing.
I did something to get to the top of Mount Everest, which was work, blah, 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 whatever. And so did the person who was in space. They had to work. They went up in space in a fucking rocket.
Okay, you're totally cooked, dude, into the story. I don't care about your narrative of what you believe, okay? Really simple. If someone presents to you, says, hey, I went to outer space, someplace you've never been, and have in an environment you are completely unfamiliar and goes against every experience you've ever had.
Namely, he's right. You could say this. You could say the same logic for Mount Everest.
Why are you interrupting, dude?
Because you're gish galloping.
I'm not gish galloping. I'm directly addressing what he said.
Yeah, you're gish galloping.
Who said that? Who's talking?
My goat's right there.
Not anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so like, can you say the same thing about Mount Everest, though?
No.
Because you haven't been to the top of Mount Everest, so how
you didn't let me finish, so you don't understand my point because you didn't let me finish.
No, I was talking first, so I said that. I said you haven't been to the top of Mount Everest.
Now you're fucking muted. Now you're banned, dude. Fucking, you've spoken 3 times, and every time it's been like this. There's no hope for you. Okay. Now, the distinction, right, is that going to the top of the mountain isn't very much of a fantastic claim, is it? People go on mountains all the time. That's fucking normal. Going to someplace, right, where you say, there's a giant, nearly infinite fucking vacuum that I went to. And when I dropped things, they didn't fall to the ground. And I took a picture from there. Stupid nigga. You guys are desperate for attention, aren't you? And I dropped something and it didn't fall. And then I took a picture of something and it's a big blue ball and it shows curving water. Okay? That's quite a different claim than saying I climbed a mountain and took a fucking picture.
Because that's not what we're talking about.
That is what we're talking. That's where they said they took the. Yes, yeah. I know. Where did they take the photo from?
Top of Mount Everest or space. Like we're still speaking. We're still stop. I'm speaking. I feel like that girl in the Charlie Kirk video. I'm speaking. No, I'm speaking.
You're not continuing, straw man. So stop.
I can't hear you, dog.
You can't hear me?
No.
India.
So.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work. These guys, dude, they have fucking big balls, dude, but they keep writing checks their ass can't cash.
Right.
I mean, there's pretty smart people out there who believe the Earth is.
How have you evaluated how smart they are?
By their like accomplishments and like how they talk and like what they know, their studyings and stuff. Right?
Like who in particular?
I don't know. Like you got a bunch of people in Harvard and people who graduated Harvard. Some of the smartest people in the world with the highest IQ or whatever.
Okay.
Most people believe in. What's incorrect?
So let me tell you something. Back in the 90s, a local, because I live near Harvard. I live in Cambridge, Massachusetts. So the local TV station they went to Harvard graduation and interviewed all the Harvard graduates. And they asked them what caused the seasons within the heliocentric model. Every single graduate got it wrong except for one person. Every single one. So they're not smart.
They didn't go to like grade 9 math. Grade 9 science class.
Even people that were science graduates got it wrong. The one person that got it right was a journalism graduate. So your faith in Harvard intelligence, we actually have a saying here, because you have people get in the 10 items or less line with 12 items. So what you ask them is, did you go to MIT and can't read, or did you go to Harvard and can't count? Okay, so it's a local saying, because they're not smart, dude. They're really not. I interact with these people, dude. I know from personal experience.
You went to Harvard?
No, Harvard is like 10 blocks away from where I live, and MIT is like 5.
Oh.
And that means if you're able to decipher who's smart and who's not, I mean, seriously.
Just I've interacted with the people. They've never come off as smart to me ever.
Well, you'd have to know that you're smart for that. You know, I mean, like,
okay, so I can actually you're breaking you're roboting Tony. Tony roboting.
Of course I am.
Sounds like Cybertron's trying to get in communication with us. Maybe leave and rejoin, dude.
Well, I also have a good friend. He rents to people that are taking their PhD, right? They're PhD candidates, postdocs, and I've talked to them. They're not fucking smart, man. I'm telling you, dude. You can believe what you want. Believe what the TV tells you. If you go to Harvard or MIT, you're super smart.
Hello.
Some of them are, I'm sure. There's actually a video on YouTube. You should go watch it. It's a guy that says, "I went to Harvard and I'm dumb," or something like that. Hold on, I'll actually find the video and post it. So, if you go to MIT, if you get a bad grade, you can take it pass fail. Yeah, so if you get a bad grade, you can just say, "I want to take this pass fail," and not get a letter grade. So what you do is, what he was saying is, what he did was, the classes he aced, you know, he had a 4.0 average. He ended up with a 4.0 GPA because all the classes he was bad in, he just took them pass fail.
It's a nice way to make your results look nice and shiny. Just get rid of the ones you don't like.
Exactly. Exactly. Hold on, let me try and find that video, man.
Hey, I'm just speaking to prove to Clipcord that I'm not some random guy that he thinks I am. That's it.
So where are we at? What's going on? I forgot what we were talking about. Why is no one going to space? All that type of shit.
I posted a video in the chat. The title is, "I graduated from MIT with a 5.0 and I feel dumb as fuck." And the thumbnail has the word moron with the MIT logo underneath it and an arrow pointing at his photograph from graduation. You shouldn't be idolizing people, really.
Not really. Starting to bug me now. We hear this quite a lot, right? Well, I don't know. I trust the scientists. If my car breaks down, I go to a mechanic. I go to the person I can trust. Because I'm too stupid to learn anything for myself. Why don't you learn how to fix a fucking car yourself? You can fucking do that. So you can learn very simple things like measuring a surface. It's not beyond these fucking people, I swear. But they think they have to appeal to these, priests, to tell them the holy knowledge that only they've got access to. All right.
Well, especially, but also consider this topic. This topic is, they're claiming that 2,000 years ago, some Greek freaking cavemen figured it out. And we have people in 2025 saying, "I don't know, I'm not a scientist." I mean, come on, man. You believe in evolution. We didn't evolve in 2,000 years, man. We certainly evolved a little bit in your worldview. Certainly you can do what frickin' some Greek guy did.
Should have definitely figured out in the Industrial Revolution when we started getting really precise with measuring shit.
Well, you heard the dude talking. Did you hear the dude talking about the black hole image? We can measure beyond the diffraction limit. 66 feet in 10 miles? That's too tough, man. We're like ants on a fucking basketball.
Oh, dear. Right, who's left, Indio?
Got this idiot Rumham here, but he's just going to avoid even trying to prove the globe at all.
Oh, is he the one that keeps telling them I'm in the side chart?
Yeah, he's probably.
You're talking about me?
There's like 5 of them that are spiraling hardcore. But he's just going to avoid.
Y'all are pussies of people gang up on you and mute people? What? First of all, we don't. But even if we did, that's like completely justified. Like, what the fuck?
Are you guys talking about me?
Well, is your name Rumham?
No, I thought you were making some kind of ad hominem like insult. I don't know if Rumham is.
No, insults and ad hominems aren't the same thing.
Oh. Well, yeah, he did choose a pretty stupid name for himself. It does
should be called minimum. It should be called minimum. Yeah. Clever heretic. It's a good one.
So, how do you know the Earth's a globe?
As we observe it to be.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, where do we? Can you tell me where I can go to observe it to be?
Lake Minnewanka in Canada.
Lake Minnewanka, is that the one Prince fucking hung out at?
Lake Minnewanka. I don't know who Prince is.
The artist Prince, formerly the artist Prince. My bad. You don't know who that is? Oh my god! I think it's me. Like he wrote a song about it. I think it was like Minnetonka or something. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. So what did you do there?
You can see a boat disappearing bottom up.
Really?
Yeah. How
far away?
A cold winter day, 7 kilometers. I've been sending the video. I can send it again if you want.
7 kilometers.
Yes.
How high above the surface are you?
It's a small little like tour boat. Like it's like those duck.
Yeah, no. Well, how high above the surface is the camera or the eye level?
It's like eye level, and then it goes down to maybe a foot above the water. And it's a skinny.
No,
if you look
I'm asking you, what was the eye height above the water surface when the observation was made?
6 feet, maybe.
Okay, so the horizon should be 3 miles away?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, 7 kilometers. That's more than 3 miles, isn't it?
I'm just saying, like
6 times 7, that's 3.5.
Flat earthers are always about visual evidence, and then I provide a video of a boat disappearing bottom up with no distortion.
Listen, I can post a video. I can post photographs of a boat not doing that.
Okay, do it. I would love to see that. With no distortion. I don't want to see oceanic refraction.
It's 30 miles, dude. It's not 7 kilometers. It's 30 miles.
What mathematics are you used to make your prediction or compare your observation to?
Me?
Yes.
You see the boat go bottom up. There's no mathematics to be needed.
Sorry, dude.
The boat go bottom up.
Sorry, dude. I know you see what you see. That's fine. I'm just going to ask you very specifics because it's not very good, let's use the word loosely, science, to just make observations and declare shit now, is it? We're going to need to be a little bit precise. So what mathematics are we using to compare the observation to or use to make a prediction about what we can see?
Basic algebra, maybe some geometry.
Maybe some geometry. Did you use any? Or did you just look through your camera and go, I can't see the bottom of that boat, EarthGov?
You could use some geometry. I sent a little PDF of scientists doing just that, actually, using geometry.
So we can speak about the mathematics that are going to be involved.
Sure, yeah, we can.
Cool, awesome stuff. What mathematics were involved?
Geometry, like I said.
Geometry based on?
The curvature of the Earth. What are you trying to get at?
So we've got a radius in there, haven't we?
No, you could infer the radius based off of if you have a camera at a certain height and you see something in the distance and you know the distance and you know the height of that thing, and then you move the camera down and you can measure the change in height of that thing in the distance, you can calculate what curvature is required in order for that to, and then you can test that. You can test that with another observation.
Just a question. I got you. So we're making prediction about how far we should be able to see something at distance before it goes away. Within the calculations that you've used, have you got an angular reduction calculation? Because we know things get smaller with distance, right? Have you got those calculations involved as well? Because, perspective exists, things are going to shrink as they get further away. So I'm assuming you've calculated for that shrinkage of the object?
I'm not moving away from the object. I'm going higher and lower.
Things moving away from you, it is at distance, it is smaller. When it's closer to you, it's bigger. It's a smaller angular size when it's further away. So that calculation must be involved when you're making a prediction or an observation about how far away you can see things with an optic.
Yes, but the horizontal distance between the objects is not changing.
Excuse me. You seem to not understand why I'm asking you this very important thing about using an optic to see things, reducing angular size at distance. Have you got that math? Have you compared it to it?
Yes.
You have?
Yes.
Cool, can I see it?
Yeah. I sent you a PDF.
Sent me a PDF?
Yeah, we've seen it before. It's not new.
Okay, cool.
It's not... Okay. So... I posted in the chat my 30-mile observation. I also changed elevation. So the first one is from 15 feet, and the second one is from 100 feet. But both of them showed the ship 30 miles away on the horizon. What's the size of that globe?
Let's see what you've got here.
So the prediction of the globe is up there. In the so that
which one is it? I can't. You've posted.
Scroll up, dude. There's a whole bunch of images.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to see.
The last one is the 100-foot observation, and the rest are from 15 feet above sea level.
This is Jedi talking, right? Or who's?
This is Indio talking.
Okay, yeah, I see this photo. I see the other photos. And what is your argument with these photos?
You said that you can measure the globe from changing elevation. I want to know how big of a globe it is from these pictures.
This picture is like 3 pixels wide, brother.
Oh, so bad photographs make Earth curve or something? Is that your argument?
No, I'm saying it'd be...
These aren't 3 pixels wide.
Okay, they're like 1080.
The error bars? Okay, so the globe model predicts that ship is 425 feet under the horizon. Well, the problem is there's no ships in the world that are 425 feet tall. In fact, the tallest ship in the world is 280 feet tall.
Yes.
So, how can I see this ship?
The ocean is hot. There's a lot of...
Because the ocean's hot.
Yes, refraction. Yes.
Refraction.
Yes.
Well, I watched it for 3.5 hours, and I could see it the whole time. It started where the horizon was supposed to be at 6 miles.
The ocean's not going to get any cooler over the course of like a day.
You're just saying nonsense, dude.
I just don't. I'm not convinced by your experiment.
I don't care. I'm not trying to convince you of anything.
Okay, well, I'm not convinced. That's okay.
Okay, I don't care. Like, why would I care if you're convinced?
I think my video is much more, and the PDF I sent, much more thorough.
No, the PDF is garbage. Your whole premise is garbage, and I'm going to tell you why. These observations, ships disappearing over the horizon, happen on flat surfaces. Do you know how we know that? Because we've demonstrated it experimentally. So your conclusion is flawed. It doesn't matter what your experiment is. Oh, I saw a ship. It disappeared bottom up, and then half of it was gone, and then the top of the mast. And because of that, the Earth has to be curved, because that can only happen on a curved surface. Wrong. That's wrong. It can happen on a flat surface, and we've demonstrated it experimentally.
Someone post the coin. I know there's a coin.
Not a coin. On water.
No, I know, but
so you know. So you know your claim is bogus.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Can I speak?
So you know things disappear from bottom up on flat surfaces.
No, you're putting words in my mouth.
Pretty sad.
So
there's a meme that people have posted I've seen before of a coin on a desk, and you move the camera really close. If someone has that, do you know what I'm talking about? Somebody
yes, I know what you're talking about.
Send it. Someone send it, please.
No, because that's not what I'm talking about.
Okay. I guess.
I thought you said you know.
Look, and I know you're going to say the camera's under the table, but that's cap because you can see the reflection.
Not what I'm say.
Okay, well, I just tell you, the coin ones I've seen, Glober's refutation is the camera's under the table. That's why you can't see the bottom of the coin. But this particular video is they laid coins flat on the surface of the table. You can see the edges of the coins, and you can receive the reflections of the curtains on the table. Which
yes, and yes. They put the camera right on the table, and you can't see the bottom of the coin. And then they zoom in and they focus the camera, and then you can see the bottom of the coin. So your experiment of this boat being able to be visible, or whatever, is invalid because you can it's angular refraction. You need to not
angular refraction. That's a new one.
You need to not change the. You need to not change the focus and the distance of the thing you're observing in order for it to be a valid measurement. Otherwise, you can do all sorts of things with pictures. That's why the video is so good. The video I sent you is it's one take, and it's just moving straight up and down.
Distances on the table.
Okay, your video, whatever it shows, is not impossible on a flat surface.
Okay, prove it.
Dude, okay. So you've never seen any of the RC boat tests?
RC boat? You mean the ones where they're like super distorted and you got like a...
Oh, it's super distorted. So distortion is now Earth curve. Crazy.
No, I'm saying it's not Earth curve. I'm saying if it's floating and there's like clearly evaporation, like you see water on the road, but it's not water, it's just the heat.
On the road. I'm not talking about that, dude.
Well, that's what you see in the video you send me. If there's distortion in your video, I'm not going to use it. It's invalid. It's distortion. It's the heat of the water refracting.
Yeah, not Earth curve, right?
Yes, correct. Not Earth.
Okay, so it's not Earth curve, and it's disappearing. The claim that this can only happen on a curved surface is false.
No,
because something else is happening, and it's same visuals.
Well, it's a distortion. It's an optical illusion.
It doesn't matter what the reason is. It's not Earth curve.
I can close my eyes and the boat disappears.
It doesn't matter what the reason is. It's not Earth curve. Your claim is this isn't.
It makes more sense.
You not understand your own claim. I seen the boat disappearing bottom up. This is impossible on a flat surface. Therefore, the Earth is curved. Oh, here's a situation where there's distortion where it disappears bottom up, but the surface isn't curved. That means it's not impossible on a flat surface. What aren't you understanding?
But it makes more sense.
It's not. It's impossible.
It makes more sense. Appeal to common sense is a logical fallacy. Appeal to common sense is a logical fallacy.
It doesn't matter. I mean, appeal to something. It still is true. It doesn't matter. It's still true. It makes more sense on a globe Earth.
Yeah, who cares?
I mean, that's fine.
You're just making a statement about your own. You're only making a statement about your mental state, your personal mental state.
I would like to respond. This is my.
Well, I'm not telling your mental. I'm not saying anything about your mental state.
I'm just saying that
it makes more sense on a globe Earth.
Yeah, that's a personal.
Yes, I'm not talking about yours.
Your personal feelings about the situation.
Exactly, yours too. It's the same. Your personal feelings too. So both of us are wrong.
I laid out objective evidence, dude. That this happens on a flat surface, the exact same observation. No, listen. What you say when you say makes sense, that's a state. What is sense? That's your mind, right? Thoughts in your mind.
Yeah.
So there's your subjective opinion about what makes sense. It's your subjective opinion. We don't care.
And your opinion is subjective also.
No.
Right here.
No, I'm not giving an opinion.
Right. You're right.
I'm not giving an opinion. I'm describing reality. It's not my opinion.
That's the problem. Like, we don't have a side to argue against. It's just you guys argue against our side. We have nothing to argue against because you don't give us anything. It's just all.
Just shut up, dude.
Right. So I was gonna say that.
Don't give us anything. What did I just post in the chat, you liar? Now hold on a second. I gotta find this.
Yeah, if there's distortion, then the experiment is invalid.
No, it's not, because the proposition is, can this only happen on a flat surface?
Without distortion. Without atmospheric refraction, without
atmospheric
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't do. There's no qualifiers.
What the fuck?
So the new claim, is this a new claim? This can only happen on a curved surface unless there's distortion. So is this the new claim?
Sure. Yes. Sure.
Okay, go with that.
Yeah.
So when I show you it without distortion, you're gonna say it's possible, right? And you're not gonna make up some other excuse.
Yes. If I see it with, yes, gladly. Show me it without distortion.
Now, tell us what distortion is. What that means to you.
You see, like, the sky underneath a layer of water. Like, you really want me to quantify distortion to you? Like,
An inferior mirage.
Yeah, it's like you see. Like,
yeah, I want you to be specific so you can't backpedal. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Let me see. Let me look it up. Inferior. Is that what you called it? An inferior mirage.
Yeah, an inferior mirage.
Is that what you get? Like,
didn't you post the video?
I didn't know what it was called.
Didn't you
looked it up?
What's it a video of? I might have already seen it.
Oh, you want me to post it? I could post the video again. You want me to post the video again?
Yeah, post it again, dude.
There's no mirage. It's a cold winter day on this lake. It's like not an ocean, and the lake is skinny if you look up Lake Minnewanka, so you don't get these huge ocean swells. Okay. What is this?
That's an RC boat. This yeah. So this lake is 1,000 feet long. The horizon's supposed to be 2,400 feet away at this camera height. So how does a boat disappear behind a horizon which shouldn't even exist?
You're saying that it should be fully visible? This video is what you're saying?
There should be no horizon at all.
You're saying this boat should be fully visible?
Yes. In the globe Earth model, this boat should be fully visible. You should see you should see the shore on the other side of this lake.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Like, there's like, this doesn't prove flat Earth. Like, I don't know. This is kind of proving globe Earth still.
Really?
Oh, you're in full cult mode now.
How?
The proposition was this is impossible on a flat surface.
Yeah, and you're showing me that again. The boat's disappearing bottom up in this video. So I don't understand what.
Okay, but the globe says that from a 1.5-inch camera height, the horizon is 2,400 feet away. This lake is only 1,000 feet long at its widest point. There should be no horizon at all to disappear behind.
And it's 1 inch above this water. Like
the camera is 1.5 inches above the water. Yes.
Okay. Let me look up this video. I don't believe that.
Yeah, I'll post it. I don't believe it.
Yes. Post the link. Post the link. Post the link.
Okay. I don't believe it. Sorry, dude. We have not just this, but about 20 more. We got about 20 more, brother. And we got them also not on water, in hallways, on tennis courts.
Oh, but like Indio, if this really was 1 inch above the water, then 1 inch swells on this lake would overflow and splash the camera. Or you have to be like, the lake has to be like go up a little bit, like a bowl, and then go back down so that you can get close enough to the floor. It like doesn't make any sense. You're 1 inch above the floor.
I said 1.5 inches above the water.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. You can't be 1 inch.
Yeah, how does that not make any sense?
I think this guy's been outside.
I've seen flat Earth videos where the cameras half submerged in the water.
1 inch swell would.
Dude, Ranty back in the day took a fucking video of what is it called? Fucking Burness. What's the name of that fucking place?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Farrell and Burness or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, dude, from a 0 camera height, 0 inches. The water was laughing the bottom of the lens, dude, and he took a picture of a freaking city 19 miles away.
How long has it been since you've seen this video?
Which video?
The video you just sent me. Like, this boat is flying. Like, this boat is... That there's, like...
So you're gonna try and mischaracterize the video for the audience? Is that your plan?
No. Okay, I'll be forward about it, but I know it's gonna piss you off. I see distortion, a lot of it. I know that's gonna piss you off, but I'm watching the video and this boat is...
Yeah, but that doesn't answer why is there a horizon at all, dude. Why is there a horizon at all? There should be no horizon, dude. What aren't you understanding?
The observation is void if there's heat and if there's refraction. The observation
heat refraction creates horizons that are 2.5 times too close.
Mirage.
That's what you're saying.
A mirage, yes, correct.
So this is a mirage. And the horizon appears not too far, but too close.
Sure. Yeah. I don't...
Sure, yeah. Anything. It's completely valid. Okay? You just don't like it. Because there should be, according to you guys, you should see all the way to the other side of this lake and you should see the shore. So talk over me like you guys always do, and you guys have done like 9 times today when you're getting fucking cooked. Okay? Right when the cooking starts and you feel the heat, you got to talk over. It's really simple. There should be no horizon at all. You should see all the way to the other fucking shore. In fact, the horizon should be 2.5 times the width of the lake away. But it's not. It's 700 feet from the camera. And a little RC boat disappears, quote unquote, behind it. The visual effect you talked about is replicated, and we've eliminated Earth curve as a potential variable. Eliminated it. So we know it's not Earth curve doing this. No matter what you say, it can't be Earth curve. It can be distortion. It can be waves. And if you say it's waves, well, when it's on the peak of a wave, it would be lifted up, and then we'd see the bottom of the boat. But we don't see that.
Look at how much distortion. Go to 5 minutes and 10 seconds.
Okay, it's not a continuous video. They've taken it in segments. In this segment that I took a screenshot of, there's no distortion in it. So keep failing.
Indio, please give me 10 seconds.
Address what I just said. Say back to me what I just said.
Yes.
No, say back to me what I just said to you.
You're saying that the calculated distance of the horizon is twice as far as this.
No, what I just said just now.
Okay, can I make an argument?
You're not listening yet, are you? How many times is that today, Jedi? What am I up to, 6?
Oh, you're beyond that, mate. Fucking hell.
Okay, you gonna listen this time?
I didn't know if I was allowed to speak. Am I allowed to speak?
You're allowed to listen. Try that first.
I've been.
That's the problem. That's why you didn't understand. That's why you didn't hear what I said, because you're waiting to speak.
No, I've been listening to you, brother.
Okay, but then why can't you tell me what I said? Yeah. Okay. So, your argument, and all you Globers' arguments is this observation is only possible on a curved surface. That claim is false. Period.
Without distortion.
No, you're adding a qualifier ex post facto because you don't like the observation. This video, the one I showed you, has no distortion. The segment that I'm referencing, because this video has been clipped, there's different segments of it. The segment I'm referencing doesn't have distortion. And the fact is, you can ignore the boat because there should be no horizon at all for a boat to disappear over.
India.
Why is there a horizon? See, you guys can't answer that. Why is there a horizon at all?
I'm responding.
Okay. If you tell us why there's a horizon at all and how that horizon is created by distortion. Go ahead.
Please, brother. If you go to 5 minutes and 10 seconds and you watch it to 5 minutes and 15 seconds, so like that 5-second window, you see the boat moving. They're not moving the boat anymore. The boat is just up there. You see the deck come into view and then come out of view, like it's disappearing.
Dude, I'm interrupting you because you're not answering the question I asked you.
Okay, then my answer is the entire video is distorted.
Yeah, that's invalid. Invalidating my video is invalid because I'm talking about the horizon. Why is there a horizon at all?
It's distorted.
The horizon is created by distortion. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. It's clear as day. 5 minutes, 10
Is
seconds.
the horizon created by distortion? Like, why do I got to do this, dude? Is it created by distortion? Yes or no?
5 minutes, 10 seconds to 5 minutes.
Is the horizon created by distortion? Yes or no?
In this video, yes.
Okay, so this whole horizon is an optical illusion. The whole thing.
The video is very distorted. Yes, you can see the boat disappear.
You're just saying that, dude. This video is not distorted.
5 minutes.
Look at my screenshot, brother. I'm gonna post it again.
Yes, I saw it.
Yeah, there's nothing distorted in this.
Is it at 5? I think you actually posted it at the right time.
Yeah, where's the distortion in this image?
Yeah, I'm going to take 2 screenshots. And this boat is not moving. This is from, and like I said, I urge whoever's listening to open up the video, go to 5 minutes, 10 seconds, 5 minutes, 15 seconds. Watch, the RC boat is not moving.
That's not the segment I'm talking about. So you're straw manning my position and saying, go look at the part that's distorted so I can say the entire thing is invalid, even the parts of the video which are not even contemporaneous to this part.
I'm going to look at this video.
Right, so say I take a video, like say you take a video at like 1 o'clock, and then half an hour later I take video again, and then a half an hour later I take video again. And then the first video and the third video are distorted, but the second video is crystal clear. You're going to invalidate it based upon the clipped first and third video? So the middle one is invalid? Are you high?
You took them hours apart.
Dude, I don't know the timing sequence, but they're not. This video was cut. That's not a continuous shot. They're different segments.
I'm going to post a picture in the chat.
So don't address what I said.
I am addressing.
Yeah. Post a video which isn't part of that. What's the timestamp?
Boom. That's what it is.
What's the timestamp? What was the timestamp?
5:10 to 5:15. The boat is not moving between these 2 screenshots, which are taking 5 seconds apart. The pole just disappears.
Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, and it's not curved. It's not Earth curve making it disappear.
It's distortion. Clearly, it's distorted.
What do you mean? What do you mean distortion? What's that?
What?
Yeah, what is distortion? What do you say is distortion?
Yeah, like the cabin is even a different shape. Like the cabin on the left side is very flat, and the cabin on the right side.
The orientation of the ship changed, dude. Stop it.
Within 5 seconds, it's not moving. It's
no, it's spinning, dude. The orientation.
Video. Send me another one. I'm not convinced of this video. Send me another one.
Listen. No, dude. No, you're dishonest. You haven't addressed the primary thing. Why is there horizon at all? You showed a segment of this video that's nearly freaking. The timestamp I showed was at 6 minutes. You're showing 15 minutes. It's a completely separate fucking filming session, and you know it. You're dishonest as fuck, bro. No, you're dishonest, and you know you're being dishonest. You even giggled about it.
I mean, so far, it seems to me that like the Earth is still curved.
No, it's never been curved. Only in your imagination.
Got this video that's small now. If you can see distortion, clip it. Distortion in the video I sent.
Dude, that your video doesn't mean anything because that is completely doable on a flat surface. The conclusion you're I demonstrated it.
No, you showed me distortion. You haven't shown me.
So not Earth curve, right?
There is Earth curve.
No, Earth curve didn't cause the horizon, right? Distortion caused the horizon.
What?
That's what you have to say. The distortion's causing a horizon that's freaking 2.5 times too close.
I never said that.
That's what you have to say because the horizon is 700 feet away from the camera, and the horizon is supposed to be 2,400 feet away from the camera. That means if you see the horizon in the middle of the fucking lake, it's fucking what's the math?
The only claim I've ever made about your video is that it's wrong because it's distorted.
1,700. Your claim is illegitimate because it doesn't address the horizon.
I'm saying the data is wrong.
Oh, now the data. What data is wrong?
The video is distorted. Your sample, your observation is distorted.
Does distortion cause the horizon to be too close? Yes or no?
If I close my eyes,
does the distortion cause the horizon to be too close? Yes or no?
Close my eyes. I go outside.
Does the distortion cause? I'm not gonna. If you don't answer, I'm gonna mute you. Does the distortion cause the horizon to be too close? Appear too close? To not match the globe and appear that close?
You're cooked, man. I don't even know what that means.
Close it on.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You know that 1,000 feet is if something's 1,000 feet away, it's closer than 2,400 feet away. You know that, right?
I don't know the numbers you're pulling. I don't argue flat Earth religiously.
Okay. If something's 1,000 feet
Some of this
away,
stuff over, I'll come back.
yeah, no shit, right? So if something's 1,000 feet away, is it closer than 2,400 feet away?
Sure. Yes.
Okay. So the globe predicts that the horizon should be 2,400 feet away.
Okay.
Okay. The lake is 1,000 feet wide.
Yep.
So how can the boat disappear? How can there be a horizon?
Distortion. I've said it several times.
Okay. Now, so you're affirming distortion causes horizons.
Distortion makes it appear that there's a horizon when there's not one.
What?
Okay. Okay. It makes it appear. What is the horizon?
What is a horizon? You're asking me what a horizon is?
Yeah, I want you to define what the regular definition of horizon.
Why? You can't explain the video I sent you.
Yeah.
You can't explain.
Yeah, I did, dude. I don't have to explain it because it's completely compatible with a flat Earth, so I don't have to explain it at all.
Because there's no flat Earth model. Okay, who's
dude, you're like a fucking automaton. He's like, but there's no flat Earth model. Hey, say it next. You can't explain sunsets. You don't have a map, dude. Just go into auto mode, bro. Go into auto mode. You know, so NPC, dude. I'm cracking up, dude. You just fucking.
I mean,
NPC.
Indio.
Dude, no, your bro is an NPC, man. He went into fucking auto mode.
I mean, if you're gonna say stuff like that, you should at least prove, like, show, like.
You haven't proved
share a
anything,
picture,
dude.
like, if you're so honest about it.
A picture of what?
That the Earth is flat.
I did. It's in the chat, dude.
What did it used to be?
Where is it? I haven't seen.
Scroll up. It's the one. It's the one with the numbers, with the fucking 30-mile boat observation.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't see a picture.
Here, I'll post it again. Hold on, just for you.
Hey, MX Dove, I've got some flat Earth proof, by the way. I'm posting it. This is proof of flat Earth, by the way.
Yes.
That is true. So true.
Yeah, dude, your trolling's over. So. So you're gonna just say why there's a horizon? Hey, I'm gonna fire up business calculator.
You haven't shared a picture, so you haven't shared a picture.
Scroll up, dude. You're lying.
Listen. No, you haven't
dude.
posted
You're on
anything.
thin fucking ice. I'll tell you the timestamp.
And I haven't seen you post a damn thing.
That's because you have. That's because you're not looking.
Indio, I have a question for you.
Okay, I see a picture. It shows that there's some degree of curvature there still.
Where? Which part of my picture?
The boat appears to be disappearing into the horizon.
At 30 miles away?
Yeah, it seems to be disappearing into the horizon.
Oh, that's weird because the horizon's supposed to be 6 miles away.
By flat Earth logic.
Wow, that's weird because the horizon's supposed to be 6 miles away. Why is it disappearing at 30 miles? How big is this globe? How big is the globe, bro?
I mean, by your flat Earth logic, that boat would have fallen off the edge of the Earth by flat Earth logic.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Indio, I have a question for you.
You did it, Dove. Bye.
If you're open to questions.
Yeah, go ahead. So I'm gonna pull up Fizzlin's calculator. So.
All right, and it's kind of like some of these questions are related. I have like maybe 2 or 3 questions, okay, and they're related, and I don't want to like get cut off.
Dude, if they're not about the topic and they're about flat Earth or some personal shit, You're just gonna get muted.
I'm not. They're genuine questions, but like every time I ask some of these questions,
Dude, fuck your run up, dude. Just say them, dude. What is this shit? You need attention?
Oh, okay. Do you believe that there is?
No. Wrong.
That's what I mean. Is I get cut off. I don't even get.
I don't believe, dude. I don't have a belief. That would be you.
Okay.
We just argued your belief. You just believed that this could only happen on a curved surface. And then you were shown it's not only a curved surface. Then you tried to qualify it unless it's a distorted flat surface. So it's Earth. So ships over the horizon is either Earth curve or distorted flat surface. But it's not exclusive to a curved surface, correct?
You haven't even let me ask the question.
Is it exclusive to a curved surface?
Yes.
You already admitted that it can be distortion.
Yes. If the data is long,
so that means if there's more than one, it can't be exclusive. You know that, right?
If I close my eyes and go outside.
Okay, if there's more than one, it can't be exclusive, right?
I invalidate my own data. Yes, if I invalidate.
We don't have to invalidate your data. We're invalidating your conclusion. You're destroying your logic. Your data is irrelevant. It's the conclusion you've reached from the data, which is the problem. Your conclusion is based upon a false premise. The premise being that this can only happen on a curved surface. You've already admitted that's not the case, though you qualified it with a distorted flat surface. But you admitted on a distorted flat surface, you'll see a bolt cut off halfway, right?
I concede, yes.
On a distorted flat surface, will you see a bolt cut off halfway? Yes or no?
Can I ask you a different question?
On a distorted flat surface, will you see a bolt cut off halfway?
Concede my points, yes. Can I ask you a different question?
I want you to say, yes, you can.
Yes.
Okay, so it's not exclusive.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, that's your silly fucking question, dude. Even though you're patronizing me, that's kind of funny. Weak ass shit. Coward.
You cut me off, brother.
Yeah, because you started with a false premise. You said, I believe. No, I don't believe.
No, I wasn't even talking about the refraction thing. I was going to bring up a different topic related to flat Earth. I was going to change the topic
first of all, don't tell me what I believe. Okay?
Excuse me.
I base my thinking on what can be empirically proven.
Okay.
Demonstrated. I don't have beliefs.
I use the word think.
Yeah, if you want.
You think that every government with a space agency is in a conspiracy to hide the truth?
Oh my God. No, I don't. No, I don't.
Okay.
Then, every government with a space agency. How many have flight? How many have the ability to put something in orbit?
Russia,
how many?
China, America.
How many
France.
have? Okay, but how many space agencies are there?
There's a few of them. We've sent like Croatia.
Yeah, there's more than that, right? There's significantly more than that. So why are you saying I believe that every space agency is lying? We're the fucking ones that fucking can't fly. Why would they have to lie about anything? They can't go anywhere. They don't know anything to lie about.
Okay. That's why I said that I have a few questions that are kind of related to each other. Dude, it's going to depend on
you're trying to ask loaded questions, and I'm not going for it. Dude, you're not going to trick me. You're not going to outthink me. You're not going to be more clever. You're not going to pull any game. So you better get your shit straight, dude, and just ask a real fucking question and try to be instead of trying to be a snake, because that's what you're being. You believe that every single space agency does. I've never said anything like that. There's no reason for you to think what I believe that. No, listen. Stop waiting to talk. Listen. There is no reason for you to think I believe anything.
The irony, you talk.
So why are you poisoning the well?
The International Space Station is multiple countries. Croatia will send an astronaut and they'll come back Croatian, right? This Croatian person, even though Croatia doesn't have spaceships of their own. So my question to you is there a conspiracy?
Of what?
To hide the truth that the Earth is flat. Is there a conspiracy?
They wouldn't know.
Americans wouldn't know. Chinese?
No, they don't know. They wouldn't know.
Nobody knows?
No, there's some people that would know.
Who would know?
I don't know. You tell me. Who would know? 100% that the Earth is flat or a globe. Who would know?
Maybe like the richest person on Earth, or I don't know.
How would they know? What would their primary evidence be?
The fact that they couldn't get to.
What would their primary evidence be?
Okay, Apollo.
I said no, not believe. Listen, bro. I said no, not believe.
Okay, Apollo for sure, right? The American government.
Okay, yeah, they would know. They would know for certain.
Okay,
because they say that they went far enough away from Earth to look at it, right? And they've seen it in its entirety. Well, half
so they
of
know
it.
They're lying. Okay, and then
yeah, those guys definitely are lying.
China has sent robots to the moon, which must be fake as well. China knows as well, right?
No. What do you mean China knows? China's not a person.
The government, the agency, whoever, there's got to be somebody at the top who's like, okay, we're going to send this robot up, and then they're faking data. Someone needs to be faking the data that's coming back, right?
No. Listen, they've always been faking data from the beginning. That's part of it. They admit it. Like, what are you talking about?
He thinks they're going up.
Yeah, Ed Krantz was the Apollo mission director. He said that their simulations were so good that no mission controller could tell the difference between that and a real thing.
Everyone's just lying about going to space, and the only people
see, now you're changing it, right? You tried to get it specific, and now it's everyone's just dying. Dude, this is rhetoric, narrative bullshit. Okay. How about this, Maximum? You tell me why I should believe that shit that they say. You tell me. You give me one good reason why I should believe the claims of fucking strangers that they go to a place where they drop shit and it doesn't fall. You tell me. Why should I believe it?
Okay. So many people would have to be in on it.
How do you know that? You've already demonstrated that's not the case.
All of the astronauts who have photos in the ISS, how did they get those?
The ISS only sees 3% of the Earth, and Chris Hadfield said the Earth from that elevation looks flat and beautiful. So no. Try again. It's only the Apollo astronauts. It's only the Apollo astronauts.
So wait. So
they don't see curve from the ISS, dude. I know they show you pictures of a curved Earth, but the people that go there don't see a curved Earth, dude.
That answers it. I'm satisfied.
They said it. They said it. I'm quoting. I'm quoting Chris Hadfield, who said that the Earth from the ISS looks flat and beautiful.
Okay, these people are just in a.
Is he lying? Is he lying?
No. Okay, I'm agreeing. I'm saying.
And then the math says, from the elevation of the ISS, you wouldn't see curvature. That you would only see 3% of the surface of the Earth. That is the equivalent of being 2.5 inches above a ball that's 6 feet in diameter. Okay, that's what it's equivalent to. That it's not high enough to see curvature, so they wouldn't know. They don't see a ball in its entirety. They just see a horizon circle around them. That's what they would see. So it's not a giant. It's not a giant conspiracy. Your premise is false again.
No, okay, that answers it. I wasn't trying to pin anything on you. I was genuinely just trying to prod your mind.
No, you're not.
I am, dude.
No, you're narrative building, dude. Look, dude. We've done this lots of times, dude. You're just reading. I wouldn't say you're reading a script, but there was a Reddit post that was like 8 years ago that said all the same things. All the same things you're saying now. You're saying what's on that Reddit post verbatim. You know that, right?
How long
yeah, you're giggling. I heard you, dude. You got this shit off of Reddit, didn't you? You got this shit off of Reddit.
No.
Yeah, you did, didn't you?
How long?
What are the odds that all fucking 137 space station, fucking all their employees are all lying about it? Yeah, we never heard this before. I bet you can post in our Discord. I bet you can post in Discord space agencies and look in the search fucking thing. I bet you 1,000 times one of you guys has said that shit at least.
How long have you been on the politics server, Indio?
Oh, like a year. Whatever we've been over here for.
I've been on the server now. I've been on the server for, I know Heretic since I was I don't know, I guess a year ago, maybe more than that, maybe 2 years or something like that. I used to be much more off the rails, like some of these other globe earthers. I used to be cursing and you guys are fucking stupid. I genuinely am just coming here for intrigue. I'm interested. I'm not trying to pin you to anything. I'm not reciting a script off of Reddit. I'm being genuine, man.
This idea didn't come to your head. Okay, listen, brother. No, it didn't. Okay.
Those are the
Why are you using the exact same verbiage?
No, everything I told you is the best arguments I have against flat Earth.
That you didn't come up with that argument. It's somebody else's argument.
Maybe someone else came up simultaneously. I don't know.
With the exact same verbiage? What are the odds of that?
Verbiage.
So the argument starts with a first sentence. In the first sentence, you said the exact same first sentence as in the argument. Every time it's made by one of you Goldbergs, you say, there's 137 space agencies with 40,000 fucking employees that would all have to be in on it to fucking make a giant conspiracy. How do I know it? How do I know the argument verbatim fucking in my head, dude? Did you think I just memorized what you said fucking a half an hour ago? No, I've heard this 100 times.
I said China, America, Japan. I forget.
No, that's when I asked you who had launch capability.
I never said any numbers, bro. That's what I'm saying is you are putting words in my mouth. I never said any number. All I said was United States, Russia, China, India, France.
Launch capability. Yeah. Who has launch capability?
But you're saying that I'm reciting some script, and I think you're being disingenuous.
No,
I'm not.
No. Listen, you're conflating two things. The conversation about launch capability was in response to all these people have to be lying about it. No, those other agencies can't even fly into space. They don't have to lie about anything because they're not doing anything.
Yeah, I mean, we can go back to the argument. Well,
and then you said, well, someone that's in one of those space agency occasionally goes to the ISS. So that one guy in that fucking space agency. The thing is, you never answered the question on why I should believe it.
I don't think you should.
I won't until there's good evidence. Until their fantastic claim, which is equivalent to saying you saw fucking Martians, right? So when you say I went in a giant rocket filled with fucking liquid oxygen, and I went 17,000 fucking miles per hour up into a nearly infinite vacuum, and then I went to a place where when you let something go, it doesn't fall to the ground, it just floats there. And then I looked out the window and I saw curving fucking water. I'm sorry, that claim is ridiculous. And if you want me to believe that, you need a substantial amount of evidence, because extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. Okay? I'm not on auto-believe like you are. I'm not on auto-believe. That's you. You want to believe it, so you do.
Man, you're being dishonest. I'm not on auto-belief, and that's an insult.
Do you want to believe it? Okay, if you're going to be honest, let's ask you, do you want to believe it?
I don't want anything. I believe the best opinion that matches the data, and if something
the best opinion.
Hold on. You asked me. You asked me. Let me speak. If there's another theory,
I just don't know if you hear what you're saying, dude.
Let me speak. If there's another theory that comes along that better fits the data, my scientific hypothesis, then I adopt that new theory unapologetically.
Yeah, that's horseshit. Okay.
You know,
that was absolute fucking. I got up on the podium at fucking school graduation and said some horseshit. That's what that was. That was horseshit.
I don't think this guy could actually even give a single scientific hypothesis, let alone be persuaded by one.
Well, probably not. But you started with, I trust the opinion. And I just, after that, what else is there to say? You're trusting someone's opinion? How subjective can you get? Because then it's your opinion about somebody else's opinion. What good does that do to me?
I never said I trust. I didn't say I trusted anyone.
Jesus Christ.
Heretic, I've forgotten more math than you've learned, brother.
Okay, so he went to math instead of science. Well, I guess that confirms what I said.
I got my
math.
Mechanical engineering. I studied mechanical engineering.
Are we making hypothesis for shapes again?
So not science, right?
It is a science.
Mechanical engineering is a science?
Well, there's science baked into it. I guess you're right. It's not technically a science. There's a lot of science that goes into it.
All the engineers I know would be very angry if you said what they were doing in science.
I actually don't really like engineers. I only became one because of the pay, I guess. Scientists don't get paid that much. RIP. Science is badass, though. I love science.
No, you don't. You love the idea of science. You don't actually like science. Well, I doubt you could tell us what a valid scientific hypothesis is.
I love how upset you gets if you imply he thinks something.
Mechanical engineering. Like, you're telling me I don't know any science.
Tells everybody how they feel constantly.
Well, give a scientific hypothesis then. Show that you do.
Gravity.
Word.
Laughable, dude. Just laughable.
Sorry. Within the word, the one singular word, gravity, where was the dependent and independent variable relationship and the prediction?
Yeah, he said a lot with that one word. Crazy.
Yeah. If you've got,
why we have to ask clarifying questions so we understand.
How can I still figure out the null hypothesis from that word, the control variables? That's a complicated word.
This is like elementary school.
Hypothesis, dude.
Elementary school.
Yeah, and you failed your own test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how bad it is. You're right.
You think gravity? Okay, give us the scientific theory of gravity. Then go for
it. All matter has mass, and mass attracts other mass. That's it.
Really?
According to an equation, G times m1 plus G times m2 divided by r squared or some shit like that. That's Newton, though. That's not Einstein. There's a couple competing theories for why it is attracted to other shit.
So what does that explain?
The movement of Neptune. We found Neptune by using math.
Oh, so you were the one in his DMs. You were the one. We found him. So that violated the Titus Bode law. You know that, right?
We were watching the movement of Mercury, and we saw that it was kind of wobbling.
You're right in the narrative mode.
And then we were like, there must be a planet this size right here. And then the next night we looked and we found Neptune. And we found Neptune using math and gravity.
That's not how it happened.
Okay, how did it happen then?
Not like that.
Well, then tell me.
Because someone else, a French guy, says that they found it before that.
50 years before.
Yeah, so it was actually a dispute. Like back then, it was a matter of national pride to discover things. And everybody was trying to claim priority. So we got Newton and Leibniz, we got the fucking Adams and the fucking other guy with fucking Neptune. This happened all over the place. So don't believe the fucking hype. It's a sequel. As an equal, can I get this through to you?
You're saying
probably not.
You're saying that the French guy discovered it without using the theory of gravity? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
No, it's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it wasn't discovered in one day using the theory of gravity. That's cap. Okay? It was a violation of the Titus Bode law. Okay? And they didn't use the theory of gravity. Like, they didn't... Okay, I explained this to the other guy that you were coaching.
Coaching? I don't know anybody here except for Heretic. And
I have a question.
I have a question. I know Crit.
Okay. Do you think they found Neptune using the dynamic model of gravity?
Yeah, I think they found it using Newton's theory of gravity.
Yeah, it's dynamic, right?
Sure.
Okay. So no, they didn't. They use a kinematic Kepler's laws. So that's a kinematic model, and Newton's theory isn't even really a dynamic theory because the geometric consequence of Kepler's laws, which is kinematic. They just pretend Newton's shit is dynamic because it's a geometric, like I just said, a geometric consequence of an ellipse. So if you have a foci of an ellipse, you have like an elliptical orbit, and the force points to one of those foci, that force will fall inversely proportional to the square of the distance, the geometric relation. So you can pretend that you're calculating a force, but you're not actually doing it. You're just calculating a fucking elliptical orbit with a period. That's all you're doing. And they just pretend they're doing physics, but they're actually not. I mean, they are in a way, but they're just doing. But they're misrepresenting what they're doing.
Indio, if they were just ellipses, then looking at the ellipse of one would not give you evidence for another ellipse, and that's what happened. They were looking at Uranus. They saw Uranus, and they were like, hey, this thing is moving weirdly. There must be another planet that's attracted to this planet. And they found Neptune. Like, if it was just ellipses moving independently like clockwork, like you're claiming that they are, you wouldn't find another planet based off of the ellipse
they thought it was incorrect, and they had to adjust it and make a new ellipse, right?